Welcome to Upgrade Me. Today I want to answer the question, what do I do about things that are out of my control? You know, we spend so much precious emotional energy stressing, feeling despair and anxiety and depression about things we have no control over. So in this episode I want to show you how to get free from that. So how do I deal with things that are out of my control? You know, this question gets to the root of so much despair and anxiety. We waste so much energy dealing with this issue, and all we really need to understand is these two concepts: responsibility and power. Riddell, Living Wisdom mentor for me. They were a really great resource if you want to check them out in my links. He shared it with me like this. He said, James, don't take responsibility for things that you haven't been given power over. You know, and that's a powerful statement to think about. So many of the work situations that are giving us stress are because we haven't understood what power is and we haven't understood what responsibility is. And without those two things being together, you have no actual ability to change the situation. And therefore, you're in a false agreement with reality, trying to fix things that you actually can't fix. And so that causes all this stress and difficulties in our life. One example where I've taken on responsibility but haven't had the power is with people's emotions. Being a recovering people pleaser, you know, I often take on responsibility for people's feelings, and you know, I can feel literally physically exhausted from just carrying the weight of someone else's feelings or being overly concerned about what they're thinking about me or about even their own pain. And it's good to have compassion, but what I realised was that carrying responsibility for something that I hadn't been given power over was futile. And as soon as I understood that, it gave me a huge amount of relief. You know, other people are responsible for their own feelings. I can't actually change those, so I can let myself off the hook. It's good to be compassionate, it's good to have empathy, but don't carry around responsibility for other people's stuff. One way I've actually misused power would be with my work. And in that situation, I would wake up, you know, it would manifest by waking up and just going, oh God, why do I have to go to work? Or why am I a teacher? Or what do I have to do with those kids, you know? And so there was this sense of disempowerment. So I'd given all my power to someone else in some way, to fate or to whatever. And when really, in reality, I'd actually chosen to be a teacher. It was my choice to be a teacher. It was within my power and my responsibility to choose what I wanted to do. I chose to be a teacher, I can unchoose to be a teacher. So I might as well approach teaching fully empowered and choosing to do it. You know, I like that it's called ownership. And it's a massive thing to have ownership. What's the point of giving away your power for things that are your responsibility? You know, you're the only one who'll suffer. So, you know, one way of dealing with work stress or relationship stress is to ask yourself, where's the power in this? Whose responsibility is this? If the power is not given to you, then it can't be your responsibility. So let it go. Stop wasting any more energy on that particular situation. But if you have been given the power and the responsibility, you need to step up to it. You need to take ownership of it and go, well, I've been given the ownership over this. I've been given power and responsibility. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the world a better place. You know, Yoda said some really wise statement, you know, what was it? Do or do not do, there is no try. You know, and it's a bit like that. If you've been given the power and you've accepted it and the responsibility and you've accepted, change it. If you don't want those responsibilities or power, go to the right people and change what your career choice is, what their relationship is. Another issue that can come up though with this is that sometimes people will give you responsibility but no power. You know, and this is often something that people will do when they're operating in a victim mindset. If that's happening to you, you've got to go to that person and say, hey, I need more power in this situation if you want me to take it on. That's a simple way. Put in your own words, do it respectfully, but there's only going to damage your relationship if you keep carrying the responsibility with no power. So ask yourself today this question: what am I worried about and where's the power? If the power is in your court and you have a responsibility for that situation, get in and change it. Make the world a better place. But if it's not, drop it. Stop wasting emotional energy and you'll feel so much healthier and so much stronger and so much better at putting the energy into things you have got power and authority over. So the ball's in your court. Well, thanks for listening. I hope that was really helpful. If you have any comments, please put them down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Any more video ideas, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I also have a weekly subscription email that I'd love you to be a part of, and every week I'll be sending out new material, sort of upgrade me tips to help you. Catch you later.